friends, good morning. Just a ball and a set of weights for your workout today. We're gonna get right to it. So feet in parallel, straight down from the hips, hands above the hips. Raise your right heel, and then we're going to alternate heel raises without changing our vertical height. So we wanna minimize any up and down, any bounce, and use the lower body to absorb all that movement. For 4, 3, 2, last one, both heels down. This time, we're gonna lift and lower our heels together, taking the top of our head towards the ceiling as we lower with control for 4, 3, 2, last one, heels come down. We step it wider than our hips and then alternating toe taps. So pick the entire foot up off the floor and then tap just the big toe. We're going to add an arm reach. Same side as that toe that's tapping reaches for the ceiling. Let's take our arms across the chest in 4, 3, 2, last one, swing it across the chest. And I want you to focus on keeping your chest and shoulders pointed straight ahead. So no rotation in the torso. We're gonna go back up again in 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go up 4, 3, 2, 1. Across for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go up 2, across 2, again up 2, cross 2, last time up 2, last time across. From here, let's turn toes out to about 2 and 10, belly in, shoulders down. We're gonna lower down and rise. So knees bend, tailbone stays pointed at the floor, top of head pointed up to the ceiling, making sure we're not leaning forward. For 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1, just a little pulse. Pulse, so we're lifting our hips just 1 inch, feet are pressing evenly into the floor, little circle back with the arms. Pulse and circle, 4, 3, 2, last one, reverse your circles. So nice open chest, shoulders relaxed, keep your ears lifted for 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's do a little hug and open. So spine rounds, gaze goes down to the floor, and then we bring our chest and our gaze up. Here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Rise it up, feet back into parallel. I'm gonna turn sideways. You can stay right where you are. Dive it forward. Watch the back of my knees as we bend, extend. So flat back here, belly button pulls up and in, gazes out in front of your fingers, bend, extend. For 4, 3, 2, last one, left heel toe. Feet under hips, bend the knees, reach for the floor as you roll up. All right, friends, we're gonna start at the bar today. Bar on the left, bring your ball. Heels together, toes apart, please, and then ball goes behind our outside knee. And then I want you to place the arch of your foot on the back of your leg with your knee turned out, hips point straight ahead. From here, let's just lift the arch of our foot away from the leg and then tap our leg. Give that glute a little squeeze at the top. And we want to make sure our spine isn't changing. When we lift too high, it tends to make our back arch. So if you feel an arch in your back, I want you to make your lift just a little bit smaller. Feel it in that glute. Give your glute a squeeze at the top. Here for 4, 3, 2, hold your lift on the last one, please. We're gonna take our arm out in front. I want you to do a little circle with the arm, lift your leg to the side, tap your ball, and then arch of your foot goes back, touching your leg. You can leave the arm out if you want. You can keep that hand on the hip. Here for 4, 3, 2. Hold your last one up, please. From here, we're gonna take this knee down an inch, up an inch. Drop, lift. I brought my forearm down to the bar. It was more comfortable for me than having my palm down, but depending on your bar height, you can either be here or forearm down, whatever feels better for you. For 4, 3, keep a bend in that standing leg. 2, last lift. We're gonna grab the ball, and then I want you to extend your leg, reach your ball overhead, tap your leg with the ball. Beautiful. So hamstring curl with a big reach. So toes and fingertips reaching in opposite directions. For 4, 3, don't forget to keep a bend in your standing leg. 2, last one. Let's take it back out. From here, I want you to step your moving leg behind your supporting leg. We're gonna squeeze the ball, curtsy lunge, lift it up. You can, if you want, just stay holding on to the bar. You can just bring your ball to heart if that feels better for you. And reach. Here for 4, squeeze that ball as you lunge. A little bit of shoulder action. 2 more. Last one. Let's take it back down to our curtsy lunge. From here, I want you to step your back foot a little closer to your forward foot. Squeeze the ball. You can be holding on if you'd like. Squeeze in back. Here for 4, 3, make sure you keep that turnout. 2, last one, friends, step it back. Ball goes on the bar. Let's stretch our legs up to straight, drop it down. As you rise, press the ball for a little bit of extra shoulder work. Rise and drop. Top of head stays pointed at the ceiling, tailbone points down for 4, 3, 2, last one. We're gonna hold it low. From here, we're gonna press our ball and lift our forward heel. So it's like a magic button. Every time you press the ball, your heel pops up. Our hips are perpendicular to the bar, knees and toes stay pointed out. Press for 4, 3, 2, hold the heel up on 1. You can either keep your ball on the bar, or if you want a little bit more, we're gonna take it up overhead, pulse and squeeze. Beautiful, so we're just moving our hips just an inch. If you have your ball on the bar, you're gonna do a little press down on that ball. If you have it overhead, we're squeezing as we pulse. For 4, 3, 2, last one, and come up. All right, friends, so we're gonna keep that turnout. Step your back foot next to your forward foot. Raise your heels, and then we place our ball between our heels, so it's lifted. So we're not standing on the ball, we're holding it with our heels. Belly in, and then I want you to just lower your heels, tap the ball, and lift. So when I lower my heels don't touch the floor. The ball touches the floor, my heels stay hovering. So we're working that top half range of motion with our calf raise. For 4, 3, 2, hold your heels up on 1. Let's bend the knees, legs straight, tap, lift, drop, rise, tap, up. You have 4, 3, I taught this yesterday, my legs are still a little bit jello. 2, last one, let's hold it low. So from here, I want you to press your thighs back. As your thighs go wider, your heels are gonna dig into that ball. So much resistance there. Legs should be on fire. Wrap for 4, 3, 2, last one, we're gonna add a little pulse, wrap, pulse, press. Good, so making sure we're not leaning forward, shoulders right over hips. Pulse, press. 4, 3, 2. Very last one, little press. From here, I want you to rise all the way up, slow-mo time. Take that arm overhead, little side bend towards the bar, and then drop it down. Rise and side bend, full range plie. Keeping those heels pressing into the ball. You have 4, 3, 2. Last one here, friends, side bend. Drop it down. Let's take arm out in front, little pulse up, up. Good, so just 1 inch, nice and controlled. We want to try to eliminate any bounce. So think lift up an inch, down an inch, no bounce for 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold, and come all the way down. Good work. Kick it out a little bit. And then we're gonna swap over to bar on the right. Heels together, toes apart to start. And then we're gonna place that ball behind outside leg, arch of your foot on the calf muscle, come on words. And then we'll start with hands on the hip. And then from here, we're gonna just lift our arch away from our leg and then tap the back of our leg. So hips perpendicular, this hip is not moving, our spine isn't changing. So remember, if you're feeling an arch in your back, don't lift as high, and give that cheek a little squeeze at the top of your left. Lift and squeeze for 4, 3, squeeze 2. Last one, hold your lift. Let's take arm out in front. We're gonna do a little circle up and over with our arm, side lift, touch your ball, and then bring your arch of your foot to touch the back of your leg. Good, so leg is going from external rotation, or hip is going from external rotation to no rotation at the side. Leg parallel over the floor right here. You have 4, 3, 2. Here's our last one. We're gonna bring it back up. From here, let's grab our ball. I put my forearm down. You can do the same if you'd like. Reach it up, hamstring curl. Let's make sure we have a bend in our standing leg, and I want you to make sure your knee is coming straight out from the hip. So don't let your knee go in front of your body if you can avoid it. For 4, 3, 2. Last one, let's take it back out. I want you to take your moving leg, step it behind your standing leg, knees and toes turn out. We're gonna do a curtsy lunge, squeeze the ball, lift it up side. Curtsy lunge, lift side. And remember, if you want, you can hold on to the bar, just bring your ball to your heart. So sink it low. And do me a favor, give that ball a little squeeze. Do your shoulders a favor. You have 4, 3, super straight leg on the lift, 2, take it up, last one, take it up. Let's hold it in our curtsy. So from here, step your back foot in, squeeze the ball, and back. If your balance is not feeling this today, just keep your ball on the bar, press your ball as you step your foot forward. Here for 4, 3, try not to bounce, try not to move up and down, 2. Last one, let's hold it back, ball goes on the bar. I want you to rise straight legs, lower down. As you rise, squish that ball. Little bit of extra upper body for 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it low. Let's press our ball, lift forward heel. So magic button, every time you press, your heel pops up, top of head pointed up at the ceiling, tailbone points straight down for 4, 3, 2. If you can, hold your heel up on one. You don't have to. If you'd like, you can take your ball up overhead. We pulse. Good, so we're just dropping down an inch. Squeeze your ball as you pulse. Keep breathing. Pulse for 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1 and come up. All right, friends, so the series that we did after this on the other side, we did it in first position with ball between heels. We're gonna do the same series with our ball between our thighs, feet in parallel. So kind of fun just to show you how we can work different muscles with very minimal changes. Hand on the hip, please. Oh, and make sure your big toes are pressing into the floor. When I have a ball here, it always pushes my feet out. So press your big toes into the floor. Let's raise our heels and lower. Lift, down, Core is bracing. Pretend someone's going to throw a bucket of ice water on you. So you have that bracing feeling in your core for 4, 3, 2, hold the heels up on 1. We're gonna bend the knees, legs straight, heels drop, lift. On the knee bend, I like to keep my hand on my low abs when I do a plie in parallel. My tailbone tends to want to tuck under. And when you tuck in this position, it puts a lot of pressure on the knees. So keeping the hand there helps me to keep my pelvis neutral. Last one, let's hold it low. From here, little squeeze on the ball. Squeeze, squeeze, heels are up, squeeze. 4, 3, 2. Last one, let's add on. So we're gonna do a little squeeze, pulse up, squeeze, up, squeeze, up. So probably feeling outer thighs as we move, and then on that squeeze, you're gonna feel the inner thighs. So I call this 2-part series RIP thighs. You'll see why. Squeeze, pulse. You have 4, 3, 2. Last one, friends, drop it back down. We're gonna do that reach up and then reach for the wall side bend. Bring it low. Beautiful. So big stretch in the side body. On that side bend, legs should be shaking as you bring it down. Reach. You have 4, 3, 2. Very last one, friends. Let's drop it down. Let's take arm out in front. We're gonna drop an inch, lift an inch, drop, lift. Try to keep chin lifted, shoulders back, abs in, drop, lift. You have 4, 3, 2. Last one, just hold and come up. Good work. So that was RIP thighs. Grab some water if you need it, and then we're going to face our bar. Bring your ball with you. If you want, ball is totally optional. You don't have to use your ball. You can stand flat foot on the floor. If you're wanting to use your ball, let's begin with our ball under our right foot, and then your toes are gonna be on the same line. Feet, narrow stance, parallel, belly in. And then you're gonna tip from your pelvis so your tailbone points straight back. Flat back, abs in, palms on the bar, gaze up, above your bar. Left leg, let's bend it in half, shall we? Knee to knee. I want you to take your knee out to the side, knee to knee. As you do this side lift, friends, right here, don't let your hips move. I'm gonna show you what we don't want. Here's what we don't want, this. We want to keep it here, really small, both hip bones pointing at the floor. For 4, 3, 2. Hold that side lift on 1. I want you to make a quarter circle. Take your knee back behind your glute. Quarter circle out to the side. Good. Try to keep your gaze above your bar. I always catch myself watching my moving leg. And it's no good for the neck looking down like this. You want to try to keep your gaze up. I promise your leg's going to be there for 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're gonna hold it back. From here, sweep forward, knee to knee, lift. And we wanna make sure our back isn't arching. If you feel your back arch, don't lift as high. For 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring it knee to knee, and then we're gonna extend our leg as we take it back. Extend, sweep it in. Make sure you have a bend in your standing leg. Here for 4, 3, 2. Hold the leg straight on 1. Let's take it down to the floor. Lift. It is totally okay if your foot is not coming all the way down to the floor. Range of motion, up to you. Try to keep your big toe in line with your spine. You have 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Stretch your leg a little straighter. Make sure abs are pulling up and in, and then little tiny bend, stretch. Bend and stretch, reach, reach. Make it teeny, teeny, tiny bend, stretch for 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1. And come up. So right foot on your leg and then sit it back. So if you felt this more in your right glute and thigh, congratulations, you did it right. Standing side, definitely our worker. Let's relocate my ball and then we'll switch sides. So this time, ball goes on the left. I'm gonna turn just to give you a different camera angle, but you can stay right where you are. So ball under left foot, toes line up on the same line. And then from here, I want you to tip your pelvis so that you're able to keep a flat back, tailbone presses back. And then let's bend our right leg in half. Gaze up above the bar. And then I want you to lift your leg to the side, knee to knee. And try to keep your hips pointed down. I'm gonna show you again from this angle what we don't want. We don't want this. Good, it's here. It's tiny, hip bones pointed down for 4, 3, 2. Hold it out on 1, and then we do that quarter circle back, knee right behind the glute, and then sweep it out to the side. Good, so yep, we're drawing a quarter circle. We're keeping a bend in our standing leg. We're keeping our belly button pulling up and in for 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2. Last one. Let's take it back behind the glute. We're gonna do a little forward sweep, knee to knee. Lift toes to point at the ceiling. Remember, if your back is arching, as you lift, I want you to make it smaller. Keep a nice flat back. Maybe squeeze that glute at the top of your lift for 4, 3, 2. Last one, lower knee to knee, and then we extend the leg, bend it in. Keeping a bend in our standing leg, you have 4, 3, 2. Hold it straight on 1, let's lower, lift. So maybe toe comes down to the floor, maybe not. All 5 toes should be touching. We don't have any rotation in that leg for 4. Squeeze that glute at the top. 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Pull your belly button up and in. Bend a little deeper in the standing leg. Leg super straight. Then we bend, reach. Little tiny bend, extend. These are deadly. Here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring it all the way up. Good. Left foot goes on your right thigh. Sit it back. Figure 4. Couple breaths here. And again, if you felt that in your standing side, good work. So, little bit of balance work, and then we come down to the mat. So, if you're standing on your mat, you will have enough room. We're gonna just step to the side. We're gonna start by stepping to the right. So if you're in a limited space, if you have limited space, you're just gonna need to move a wide step to your right. So weights are optional. Weights are always optional. We're gonna put our heel on our ball and line up our toes like we just did facing our bar. Arms at your sides, and I want you to make sure your hip bones are level. When we stand on the ball, we don't wanna start here. Bend your knee a little deeper, bring that hip bone down. And then we're gonna sit in an imaginary chair, butt goes back and down, weights to heart, and we rise. Squat and rise. So maybe find a spot on the wall that will help you keep your gaze up. So we want eyes up, chest up for 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it low, please. From here, we're gonna step wide, reach the arms out, narrow, rise, drop. The arms here are optional. You can keep your weights at your heart. And up, 4 more, please. 3, 2. Here's our last one. Rise, let's drop it down. We're gonna take it wide. So from here, I want you to bring your left hand to your heart, right arm. We're gonna reach behind us, reach forward. Can you add a pulse? Reach pulse, reach pulse. Good. Keep your gaze up, chest up. You have 4, 3, 2. Very last one. From here, let's bring weights to heart. We're gonna shift our weight away from our ball. So leg is just hovering over our ball. This leg straight, weights to heart. Sit your butt back and rise. So the ball is rolling a little bit under my foot. It's just kind of happening as we focus on our squat. Ready, add the arms. If you like, little lateral raise, keeping our chest up. You have 4, 3, 2, hold it low. After your last one, right here, we're gonna take our arms overhead, shoulder height. We're sitting down in that imaginary chair here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's take it back up with right arm, left hand to heart. Make sure your hip is right over your ankle. Don't let it go over to the side. And then we reach back, up, add a pulse. Single leg squat. You have 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up, hold, and come up. All right, friends, that was one of my favorite series of this week. I hope you like it too. Been getting some positive feedback on balance work, working for you guys. So I'm really happy to hear that. Let's do some more. So remember, toes on the same line. And then from here, keep your gaze up, chest up. We're gonna sit in a chair, weights to heart, and rise. Hips are level. If you find this ball side hip up a little higher than your moving leg, bend that knee a little deeper. We add on in 4, 3, 2, last one. From here, we're gonna step wide, maybe arms up, and rise. You don't have to do the arms. You can keep it here if you like. Especially if you feel anything in your low back, I want you to keep weights at your heart or set your weights down. Here for 4, 3, 2. Very last one, friends. Let's take it back out. Wide stance. And then this time we're gonna take right hand to heart, left arm, we reach it back and up. Butt is low, imaginary chair, add a pulse. When you're ready, if you're ready, you don't have to. 4, 3, 2, last one. From here, we're gonna bring our weights to heart, shift our weight away from our ball. From here, sit in a chair and rise. So your ball is gonna roll a little bit. And then when you're ready, lateral raise as we sit. Chest up, eyes up. Here for 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1. We're gonna take our weights overhead, shoulder height. Good, so try to keep your standing side hip right over ankle. If your weight wants to shift away from your ball, try to keep your hip over your ankle. For 4, 3, sorry, I kept you here a long time. 2, hold it up on 1, right hand to heart. We reach it back, up, stay low in your chair, and a pulse when you're ready. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up, hold, and come up. All right, friends, good work. Set your weights down. We're gonna hold on to our bar. Walk it back, hips are right over heels. Let your chest and your armpits drop down towards the floor. And then walk your feet wider than hips. Tailbone curls up, chest drops towards the floor. Left hand, we reach for our right calf muscle and then look under your arm for the ceiling. Replace left hand. Right hand reaches for left calf muscle and we look under our arm for the ceiling. Replace your right hand. We're gonna bring left to the floor, right to the floor. Shift your weight, side to side. Little inner thigh stretch. For 4, 3, 2, last one, back to center, heel toe, feet under hips, bend the knees, and then roll up. All right, friends, mat work time. So just bring your ball with you. You don't need your weights. So just, oh wait, bring one weight. Sorry about that, one weight. One weight if you like, you don't have to. I'm gonna check our camera angle, grab some water. All right, fabulous. So we are going to start laying down. You can just set your ball aside. We're going to lay down on our right side. Weight is optional. So if you have neck or shoulder sensitivity or issues, I want you to just come down, just lay down, ribs on the mat. Otherwise, we have forearm down, elbow is out a little farther than our shoulder, and we're lifted out of the, lift your ribs away from the mat. That's what I'm trying to say. And then bottom leg. We're gonna bend our bottom leg, bringing your knee straight out from your hips. So I use my mat for a point of reference. I just line up on the edge of my mat with my shin. And then weight is gonna be a little stand. This helps us keep our shoulders back instead of here. So shoulders up, open chest. Lift your top leg, super straight. And then I want you to rotate your femur in your hip socket internally. So your big toe is gonna point slightly down, pinky toe up. And then from here, big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to swing that straight leg, blow your air out, inhale. Exhale, swing, inhale. Take the legs straight out from the hip. So my foot is even with my butt, it's not going behind my body today. So you should feel this in your abs. For 4. You could do a bent leg if you need to. 3, 2, last one. From here, I want you to draw your knee up. It's gonna be right over top of your bottom leg and extend. And we're keeping these ribs lifted. Bend and extend. For 4, Exhale and inhale. Last two. Good, let's do one more bend. Hold the bend. From here, we're gonna swing our leg back. Knee is in line with the hip and forward. Back and forward. You have 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna take our knee straight out from the hip. Weight can go on your thigh if you want. Little tiny lift. You can always just keep it right here if you like. Lift, up, 4, 3, lift these ribs, 2, hold on 1, we're gonna swing our leg forward, lift, lower, take it back. So we're bringing it right over top of our bottom leg before we do that lift. Here for 4, 3, 2. Last one here, friends. We're gonna swing it forward, lift, lower, take it back, and then let's bring our leg forward, right over our bottom leg, and then just lift, lower down, lift, lower down, nice and slow, staying lifted away from the mat. Lift and lower, butt should be on fire for 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring it all the way up. Good, we're gonna come on up to seated. Take that top leg over bottom and just hug it in, letting your sit bones drop down towards the mat. Punch it out a little bit if you need to. And then we're gonna come over to our left side. Same thing once again. So either laying down or forearm down, ribs lifted. Weight is our little stand. Bottom leg, let's bring our knee straight out from the hip, line up your shin. Top leg, we stretch it straight, and then a little internal rotation. Beautiful. So big inhale. I want you to exhale, blow out all your air as you bring your leg forward, and then take it back in line with your hips. So it's not going behind our body today. And if you need to, you can do a bent leg on your swing. Here for 4. Keeping ribs lifted away from the mat. 3, 2. Last one here. And then we're gonna inhale. As you exhale, draw your knee over your bottom leg and then extend so your foot is in line with your glute and shoulders. Keep breathing. Here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's draw our knee back up, and then we're gonna just swing our leg back so your knee is right behind your glute, and then mirror your bottom. Oh, just kidding, we're gonna hold it here. Just kidding, we're gonna hold it here. And then we're gonna place our weight on our leg. Little tiny lifts. Sorry about that, come on brain. That's all right, just a little bit of extra glutes for you. You guys don't mind. Good, little lifts up. Lift it up for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now we're gonna swing it forward. We're gonna do a little lift, lower, swing it back. Are you staying lifted out of your ribs? If your neck, shoulders are talking to you, I want you to just bring your head down to the mat. Lift. Take it back. 4 more, please. 3, 2. Last one. Lift, drop, take it back. We're gonna swing our leg back forward. Belly button pulls in, little lift, drop, lift, drop. So both cheeks should be on fire. Your bottom cheek is working super hard to stabilize. Lift for 4, 3, 2. Last one, lower it all the way down. Come on up. Take your top leg across, hug it in, sit bones down to the floor. punch it out a little if you need to, and then we have one thing left to do before we stretch. So you can set your weight aside, and then let's pick up our ball. We're gonna do some seated core work, and I want you to lift your toes up off the floor so your heels are digging in, and then go ahead and place your ball between your inner thighs. We're gonna sit up tall to start, and then I want you to inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna tip your pelvis back, spine rounds, belly button draws in, so pubic bone points up, and then pretend you have like an apple or an orange under your chin. So you have a slight nod to your chin. We're gonna take our right hand over the floor, left arm up by the ear, and then I want you to just walk your arms without moving anything else. Your knees probably wanna go side to side. So I want you to squeeze that ball to help you keep your lower body still. Switch. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's bring both arms up. From here, belly button pulls in. We're gonna just lower our elbows, reach, lower, reach. So if you feel like you can't hold this position, I want you to just come up. You can just be seated. Otherwise, we have that C curve, belly's hollow. We have that apple under our chin. Pull your elbows down for 4, 3, press your heels into the floor, 2, last one, reach it up, and then we pull it back down to that goalpost shape. I want you to close, open. So drawing forearms together, and then taking elbows wide as you can, maybe out of your peripherals. Here for 4, 3, shoulders relaxed and down, 2. Last one, friends. Let's bring our arms together, palms together, little lift up, squeeze your ball. Lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. You have 4, 3, yeah, I'm counting slow, 2. Last one, and hold. Come all the way up. Good work, everyone. So a little bit of last minute upper body. That's what I'm trying to say. So we get to stretch. Let's do legs wide today. And then feet are flexed. Sit up nice and tall. And then from here, we're gonna take arms out to the side. Keep your spine long. And then we're gonna take right arm behind our back. Left reaches for toes. It is okay. See, I'm not getting anywhere near my foot. That's okay. I have a long spine and I have both sit bones on the mat. And then arms out. We're gonna take left behind our back, reach for toes. And then let's float both arms up overhead. We're gonna fold forward. Swing to your favorite side. Take your elbow up to the ceiling, gaze to the ceiling, and then sweep it down across to the other side, bringing your gaze and your elbow up to the ceiling. Both sit bones staying on the mat. Let's do one more to each side. This feels really nice on the side body. I'm sure you're feeling that. Last one, we're gonna swing to center. Inhale, arms up, legs go together. As you exhale, I want you to point your toes round your belly, arms at your sides. Inhale up, flex your feet, exhale, fold forward. One more time, inhale up, exhale, point the toes, arms at your side, belly rounds. Inhale, flat back, exhale, fold. Good, so just reach for your toes for a second. And then we're gonna slide our butt towards our heels. Come on down to your back, arms up overhead. From here, I want you to curl your tailbone under, so lower back presses into the mat, and then lift your tailbone, lift your low back, lift your middle back, and then we're gonna arch our back. Tailbone drops first. See how there's a gap between my back and the mat? Roll that out. So roll lower back, middle back, and then roll it up. Tailbone first. Low back, middle back. Last time, roll it up. Lower tailbone, low back, middle back, and then bring your knees up We're gonna just gently rock side to side. Hugging the knees in, and then I want you to do some circles with your knees. Go the other way. This will massage out the tops of the glutes. Last circle. And then we're gonna gently roll over to a tabletop position. And then from here, you're gonna tuck big toes under, lift your hips up, and then push them back to a down dog. Pedal your heels. So my ears are right next to my biceps. I'm looking at my knees. Let's hold it here. And then you're gonna take left leg up to the ceiling, bend the knee, and then turn your knee out to the left. Little hip opener. Turn your knee down to the mat. We're gonna replace that leg. Opposite leg goes up, bend the knee. Little external rotation. Knee points away from your body. Bring your knee back to center. We're gonna land our foot. We're gonna bend our knees, knees wide out to the edge of your mat, and then push it back for a child's pose. Tailbone presses back. Let's walk our hands over to one side of the mat. Hand on top of your other hand. So I'm walking my hands to the left, my right hand is on top. That's what I'm trying to say. And then let's walk our hands to center. I'm gonna walk my hands over to the right with my left hand on top. And then just push your hips back. Walk your hands to center and then gently walk it up. All right, friends, that's it for our workout today. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, grievances, let me know. I'm here to help. If there's anything I can do to help you get the most out of your at-home workouts, please let me know. And I will see you next class.